Welcome back to EarthX 2026, and we are so excited right now to talk to Reginald Patterson. Thank you so much for coming to be with us.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having me. EarthX is quite an event to be a part of, so
Yes.
it's a pleasure.
So we're going to talk about Earth recovery, and there's a lot of action that needs to be done, and we're in the best room to do it. There's so many great minds here, and tell us about what you're doing here.
Yeah, so my name is Reginald Patterson. I am part of the ASES organization, which stands for Saving the World from A to Z. We have about 60,000 members globally and in about 178 countries worldwide. So we have a plethora of different initiatives that we're focusing on to really help the environment. And really the beauty of it is empowering the youth to actually have awareness to take action, because time is moving really quickly, and if we empower the youth, I think we may have a chance, to kind of turn things around.
Yeah, well, and I'm seeing a lot through my own kids that there are so many people that are kids that are aware of what's going on a whole lot more than we were when we were younger, and it gets better every year, it seems like. And are you seeing this?
Yeah, I really am. And I think it comes down to making things attractive. When things look attractive, when it looks like something that anybody can do, and it doesn't seem like you have to be a scientist or you need this really extensive education to partake in it, I think people feel empowered, or they feel welcome to join. And that's one of the amazing things of ASES. It's anyone can do it, truly. Yeah. And having the heart and the desire, which is what God taught us to have, the heart and the desire to take care of others and to really care for the world that we live in. This is our home, and then young people associating with that and then feeling like, what can I do to contribute? And that's all you need to get started, truly.
Yeah. Well, yeah, exactly. Because I mean, the thing is that with the young people, they have access to a lot more. They're a lot better with social media and with AI.
Yeah,
There's
totally.
so much to learn, and I feel like they're a little bit more knowledgeable.
Yeah, the technology space is moving very rapid and
Yes.
fast. I think a lot quicker than we may have anticipated. And with AI and the power and the force that is too, we have to be very careful with the information that's being spread. But really, it does present a unique opportunity to educate ourselves, and then using social media to showcase what's being done. If you see the things that are being done, if you see others that look like you see other youth, it's encouraging, truly.
Yeah. Do you think activism is becoming more effective or just more visible?
Oh, that's a good question. I think it is becoming more effective. Of course, depending on which fight you're focused on, that type of activism. And in terms of it being effective, when we have a shared cause that our hearts are really invested in, and it's for the betterment of everyone. Of course, if we get into things that maybe affect one particular group, or it's from a state or a place that someone's fixed on, or it's just their own experience, I think it's kind of hard to find unity amongst that. But we're talking about the earth, we're talking about the oceans, we're talking about the forests. That affects every single person on this earth. So everyone can contribute to that. And if we show that, hey, this is something that impacts us, the same decisions that we make in Texas can impact our neighbors on the West Coast due to our consumption, I think that helps people realize how connected we truly all are. It's very effective.
Absolutely. And what do you think younger people are doing that the rest of us are not, that's really working?
You said young people?
Yeah.
I think they're using their voices. Young people I'm always inspired by what the youth do, especially in ASES. The voices and the power and the strength that they have. I think Gen Z and Gen Alpha now is starting to rise in the ranks a little bit in terms of age. I'm always really moved by them utilizing their voices for the greater good. It's not really from selfish ambition or intent. It's for others. And I think that's very empowering. I'm a millennial, so I think I may have a little bit of that, but sometimes it can just be, well, let's just kind of work it out or wait and see a little bit. I have a little bit of that, but the younger generation is like, no, let's take action right now. And that action component is really what's the determining factor in seeing changes.
Yeah. What do you think the misconception is that maybe Gen X or beyond has against Gen Z and Gen Alpha and what they're doing?
Yeah, I think the misconception, which is unfortunate because I think the generational gap and the differences of thought can cause a disconnect when it shouldn't. I think we should always respect those that came before us, and we should realize that their unique experiences can help us navigate a little better too. But then also we can utilize the strengths of the youth and allow that to maybe be on the front lines and empower us. So truly, I think what has happened in the past holds a lot of weight, because in order for us to know where we're going, we have to know where we came from. So if we're able to tie all those together and really have a united heart and mind, like, we can really change the way that this world is being impacted by our decisions, because we need each other. Truly, we do need each other. We cannot be divisive, and we cannot be spread apart or individualistic. We have to remember that we literally all affect each other with every decision and choice that we make.
And when did you find the passion for this? When did the inspiration hit?
Yeah, it hit when I was in my early 20s. You know, I was called by God to participate in my church, which is the World Mission Society Church of God. And we have global presence, and we're in 175 countries, 7,800 cities. So we have a global presence, and seeing members that are in India and Africa and Sri Lanka and Russia and Dubai, I'm like, this is amazing. That's the power and love of God that is bringing people together. And not only just for the simple fact of having faith, it's how can we deliver that same love to the world? How can we also look after our fellow man and neighbors? Surely everybody doesn't have the same beliefs, but love is a universal language, and it's something that we all can contribute to and partake in. So, you know, Asa's presented that to me in my early 20s, and I said, I want to be a part of that. Like, this is something I should be a part of. I think everybody can be a part of this. So what can I do to help?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think there's not enough talk about how much faith impacts everything, because, I mean, you know, we say God's green earth, but sometimes we don't, you know, the conversation isn't in it as much later on, right?
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes I think it's become a thing where it's like, oh, like maybe that's a little touchy, or I don't want to talk about that, or let's try and keep religion or faith outside of the conversation. But, you know, God is truly a God that loves all and has the desire to love all. And God is our parents, you know, like the love of a father and a mother. If I don't have children, do you have children?
I do.
Okay, so are you married?
No.
Okay, but your the mother of your children, the love that they have, that
She's
you,
lovely.
yes, you love your children. That's the same love that God has for every single soul and being on this earth.
Right.
So us having that same love for one another, like, imagine what we're able to do. And I don't think that's something that should be hidden. That's something that should be expressed, something that should be shared, and something that we should invest in our world, because I think if we don't make changes now, and if we don't teach the future generations, where are we going to be in the next 20 years? I'm starting to really be concerned about that more each and every day.
That's true. Well, I can see how a lot of young people look up to you and they think, man, I want to do what you do. You know, but it's certainly not easy. It's an uphill battle. So what kind of advice do you give those kids that want to follow in your footsteps?
Yeah, I think habits and influences. I was a teenager before. I was in high school before. I was in my early 20s before. And I think a lot of the things that I paid attention to and that I got invested in was determined by my social groups. So if I'm around others, or I see others that really speak to me, and what their points are, what they discuss resonates with me, then how can I draw closer to that, or how can I actually take action to be a part of what they're doing, and not be afraid to step out of my comfort zone in doing that. A comfort zone is very dangerous. I think we all want to be liked, we all want to be loved, we all want to be supported, and people not to look at us funny. So if we do go against the grain of what we've always done, you know, that can cause a little friction. But if we remember the why behind it, the why and what the overall benefit of what we're doing is going to gain, I think that's enough to compel us or push us to keep going. So I would say, you know, for the youth to always be mindful of not staying stuck in your comfort zone. Yes, social anxiety is a thing, but how amazing will it feel if you've contributed to a greater cause, like, I don't know, being mindful of your trash consumption or waste, and how you being mindful of how much plastic you use, and if you're just throwing it out and littering, and then if you are being in Texas, and how those storm drains can take it all the way to the West Coast
Yes.
and affect the the Great Pacific Garbage Patch. Like, these are very small things in the moment that add to a larger issue if we're not mindful of it. But how would you know if you're not influenced by others around you, or if you don't even have the thought that kind of crosses your mind, you know?
Yeah. Well, I love the mindset that you have and the spark that you have. What do you keep in mind that keeps you on that right path always?
Yeah, I would definitely give all glory to God for that, because I mean, if I consume myself with things that are familiar or just comfortable or fun or entertaining, like, I don't know if I would care as much as I did. To be honest, I think I would easily become somebody who's just focused on myself, or I would think about what I want to do or what matters to me, and I don't know if I would care as much as the next person next to me who needs love and attention and care too.
Yeah.
We all need that. It doesn't matter who you are and how old you are, how young you are. Those things don't matter. We genuinely need that. So I think that's just the love that has been given to me, and the grace and the mercy that's been given to me. Things that I didn't know that I needed, but this is my first time living just like everybody else.
Yeah.
So if we have that grace that we can give to others, then I really think that something beautiful can truly happen. So if I've been given that by God, then what is the opportunity that I have to give that to the next person? How can I treat the animals that are around me, the trees that are around me, the things that impact my environment and society? Like, how can I have that same determination to deliver that back? Yeah.
Amen. It's beautiful. So I see you've brought something with you. You've got props. What do we got here?
Yeah, so this is a pamphlet of ASES. So ASES is affiliated with the World Mission Society Church of God. It is a university student volunteer group. So we do have around 60,000 members worldwide in about 178 countries. We have about 154 partnerships, tons of memorandums of understandings, and many global partnerships, including with the United Nations. We boast of different awards that we've gotten even from the president for like the Golden Volunteer Award that we received, and many different awards in various different countries. And it's not necessarily just about, look at us, like, we're cool that we're doing something and just pay attention to us. We're determined to really contribute to the greater cause of changing the current landscape that we're experiencing with this world. We have tons of disasters that happen. Our consumption and the way that we're impacting this environment with what we're consuming and how we are treating the things that we use and how we deliver the waste and everything, like, at the rate that we're going, if we don't start taking time to be mindful of these changes and take action, then I don't know how much more resources we'll have in the future. Something that I've been hearing about since I was a child, but being a part of ASES has taken it from the discussion boardroom to the action. So we are very active in our communities worldwide. Just here in Texas, on March 1st, we had 6 cleanups at 6 different parks, all in one day. I've never seen anything at that scale that was all done, and it was a park cleanup. And we are very eager to pick up as much trash as we can and out of the lakes and the different rivers that are around us, so we can contribute to helping our world, really.
That's wonderful. And so, of course, there's so many great people to connect with at EarthX. I'm sure you've seen some great people speak, and there's some wonderful people around. Who are you looking forward to connecting with here?
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to connecting with some of the public officials, folks that are in government, folks that are also in other organizations that are similar to us, youth-led organizations that have the same desire to do different things in the communities. I think there's a little bit of everything in ASES, and I think ASES presents itself to be something that everyone can probably find a cause or something that they're interested in. So EarthX provides that opportunity. This is my second time here. I came here last year, and as a volunteer, actually. Yeah. And I was blown away by the people that I met. One of the folks that I was able to meet last year was Mayor Jim Ross, and we have a partnership with him in his office. And that was really amazing to me because we've worked with him in a different capacity, but these are things that he cares about too, and these are our neighbors. We're located in Arlington. These are things that, so these are things that we all are connected through. So it may be a little broad to say we want to connect with everybody, but truly this is an everybody cause and situation that requires everyone to be a part of. And then for the folks who will be on the front lines, maybe doing the heavy lifting, we're the young people.
Yeah,
where are they? The high schoolers, the university students, like, truly, where are they so they can contribute too?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love that. And where can people find you, not only here at the conference, but beyond and at home?
Yeah, so we are on LinkedIn. We have an Instagram. We also are on, we have a website, which is ASES. We have two other organizations, ASESWOW, WAO.org, and ASES STAR, which is Students Take Action Now. That's for the elementary, middle school, and high schoolers. So yeah, we are on the websites. We have 3 different ones, and then we do have global presence. So if you look us up, you probably can find an event you can participate in your local city. And if you want to get connected with me on LinkedIn, you can just look my name up, and I'll be happy to talk more about it.
That's wonderful. Yeah. Well, we need more people like you, so
Thank you.
congratulations. Thank you so much for doing what you do. Please keep doing it.
Absolutely.
And we'll look forward to talking to you more soon and seeing you around here.
Thank you so much.
Wonderful.
Appreciate it.
Okay, great. Well, stay tuned because we'll be back with more on the EarthX TV podcast stage next.